Hey. We are back and we are black. What is going on, people? Yes, hit you back to back with this motherfucking podcast shit. What's going on? This is back to back like the Lakers and the Chicago Bulls. You're watching that shit. Anyway, what is going on? This is the Knowledge Free Podcast, No Way Out Podcast, whatever podcast you want to call it. I don't give a fuck what it is, just as long as you come check it out and gain something from it. And then going about your day. This is Warren G in the place to be. Been sucker free and clown free since 2003. Oh man. Another day at clown ass slavery. I know all you motherfuckers was there too. Stop trying to act like you wasn't at work. Cause I know you was there because I was there too. Yeah, I know. Clown ass shit. What you gonna do? Gotta go to work. Gotta make that money. For all you that's listening on SoundCloud, I appreciate you. I appreciate you. If you're watching on YouTube, hit the bell, hit the subscribe button. If this channel is for you. If it's not for you, then you get the fuck on. Hey, no diss, nothing like that, but this channel might not be for you, and I don't give a fuck. It's not for everybody. But anyway, this is Knowledge Free Podcast. I'm your boy in the place to be. Anyway, we're gonna get right into it. What do we need to focus our energy on? What do we need to focus our energy on? What do we need to focus our energy on? I was thinking about that today. You got all these things that they place in front of us, like the government shutdown. That's something people might want to focus on. I focus on that. Motherfuckers ain't focusing on it right now, but when you can't get your motherfucking income tax check, you gonna be like, oh shit, I just gotta go to church. Lord, Father, in the name of Jesus, I need that money right now. Then you gonna focus. You gonna put that energy into that. What do we need to focus our energy on? Where should our energy be focused? Should it be focused on Jeff Bezos getting a divorce from his wife? Why do we care about that? But this is the shit that they place in front of you. These are all distractions. For my black people, we need to focus on what things that are important to us. Building a business. Hey, even if you can't build a business right now, hey, if you work in a 9-to-5 job, working for corporate America, the slave plantation, maybe you want to put a little bit more money into your 401k. Maybe you should focus on that. Maybe you want to cut down on whatever you spend it on. Maybe you want to focus and redirect that energy on new and and different things. Try something new as far as where you want to place your energy and what we need to focus it on. And the reason why I want to do this back to back is because we took so much focus into R. Kelly. And then on the podcast that I did last night, I want to talk about, surviving white supremacy. Now, what do we need to focus our energy on now? We got all that past, that's out the way, whatever. They're going to do whatever they're going to do with R. Kelly. They're going to do what they're going to do to people that are probably the people that they want to be distractions for us. No diss to Bill Cosby and R. Kelly, but that shit is distractions. Because that shit ain't got nothing to do with the forward progress of black people as of right now. And what can we do to maintain our positive progression? You know what I mean? I'm going to start by saying this. These are my suggestions. I think for everybody, and not just everybody, my melanated brothers and sisters, we need to focus our energy on things that matter. So if people call you with their problems and their ill will feelings towards another motherfucker, sometimes you got to just tell them, look, man, I ain't got time to be worried about that. I got to do what the fuck I need to do to take care of me and my household. Stop lending your ear to a bunch of bullshit. That's toxic energy. That's negative energy. And what people tend to do is they transfer the energy onto you, and then they feel better about themselves, and then you carrying on their bad energy. What do you need to do? I know what I need to do, was what I've been doing. Internalize your positive energy, redirect it into things that matters most to you. Hey man, that's why I started the motherfucking podcast. I stopped fucking with motherfuckers, especially, if you're working a corporate America job. See, I'm gonna always have that perspective because that's what I've been doing, working a corporate America job, and I can give you a crazy insight on that. And one of the main things I'm gonna say about that is this: stop giving these people at your corporate America plantation job your energy. Stop thinking of new and inventive ways to get a pat on the head, from your boss, and take that energy and apply it to something that you like to do or something that you love to do. You know what I'm saying? I like to communicate with people. I like energy from people. I like feedback from my people. You know what I mean? That puts me on an all-time high. It makes me resonate on such a high. It's unexplainable. But your energy flow will be very low when you take it and you put it into things that you're not going to get back. See, when you place that energy into those jobs and that corporate plantation, it's going to flatline. It's like throwing an egg against a fucking brick wall. It's going to crack, break, fall. But if you put that energy into things that you like, maybe it's a side business. Maybe for my sisters, if you like to do hair, if you're doing hair on the side, you'll get that energy back. You'll be tired, but eventually you'll get the energy back. You'll probably get it back in a monetary type of value, or you might get it back just in a positive value, like, oh, good looking or whatever. But when you focus on shit that don't matter, it destroys your creative energy. And how can you be creative, outside of the corporate plantation when you taking all your energy and you're placing it in their hands? And all they're going to do is feed off of your energy, and then you're going to be all drained and tired, and then you can't create. I notice we focus on things like, we place too much focus on love and hip hop and all these other things. And I think we don't take the time to see what's going on right in front of us. Just like the government shutdown or whatever. And how they're about to start closing airports. This is all theater. They're not going to stop. This is all based on money. Again, watch the House of Cards. This is theater. This is what they do. Donald Trump's, you guys ain't going to get nothing, so I get my wall. And then the Congress is like, well, we're going to have to be the savior. It's all theater. You know when it'll be real? When congressmen, state senators, and everybody in the government makes no money. If you're a congressman or a state senator or a Clark County commissioner or whatever, if you made no money, you got no perks at all, none at all, you weren't on TV, it wasn't theater, and it was really about community activism, nobody will want to be a politician. We have to understand this is theater. When you go to the movies, it's theater. They're taking you on a journey, a mental journey. A lot of stuff that they place in front of you has real meaning and symbolisms behind it. But don't take it literally like, oh man, the government gonna shut down, so that means if you work for the government, you ain't gonna have a job. Yeah, right. Yeah, maybe for a little bit. Then the government's gonna keep going again. Maybe he's trying to destroy them so they can place in front of you some major fuckery, because that's what normally happens anyway. When you put a motherfucker like Donald Trump or just a person that's that over the top, that means they're probably trying to distract motherfuckers so they can totally destroy it, so they can come through and rebuild it and be your savior, and you be like, oh, they saved us again. So what black people need to do, instead of watching this theater and just sitting back and watching and enjoying it, what you need to focus your energy on. If I see one more nigga with a Vegas Golden Showers hat on, I mean, god damn. It's like, black people gotta understand, man. I'm not saying you can't have a good time and enjoy yourself and do all this, but god damn. We be the main motherfuckers talking about, oh man, it's a struggle out here and all this other stuff. But it's like, nigga, you going to a motherfucking hockey game. Man, get the fuck out of here. Please. Look, I'll tell you this. Entertainment is black people's biggest distraction. I would say most people's distraction, but really ours. How many people try to take education out of anything they watch? And if it's not really educational, you don't really watch it. I've been guilty of that. I love watching Basketball Wives and Love and Hip Hop and all that shit. Before I started kind of like reading and getting a different perspective, and then it's kind of like, oh yeah, this shit is trash. They not really talking about nothing. You know, is it entertaining and funny to watch? Yeah, a lot of the times now it's more funny, but it's not really entertaining. I guess you could say it's entertaining, but entertainment is our #1 claim to fame. That's what we want to do. That's what we aspire to put our energy into, is to entertain it. But you know, it's not just about entertaining. It's about seeing exactly how we're being entertained and what's being placed in front of us. Again, if I haven't mentioned it before, I remember there was a movie called The Post, and it was, I forgot, Glenn Close was in it. Or no, it was Meryl Streep. Either Meryl Streep or Glenn Close, and it was about the Post airing the ISIS papers, not the ISIS papers, I'm sorry, the Pentagon papers. I'm sorry, I'm thinking about Dr. Francis Cress Welsing, but the Pentagon papers. And this dude named Daniel Ellsberg, he made secret copies of the Pentagon papers, and then he flooded it with different shit, whatever. And it was just vital information that was contrary to the government and Richard Nixon and J. Edgar Hoover and all this other shit. And when I went to the theater, it was just elderly white people in there, and they was looking at me like I was crazy. And the reason why is because they don't expect a nigga to go in there and get that education. Very educational about what the fuck goes on behind the scenes. That's what we sometimes need to put our energy into. I'm not saying 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, you need to put your energy into it. But god damn, sometimes you know, when you have a conversation with a person, really listen to what they're saying. That's why it's hard. Not that I'm so much smarter than everybody, but my conversation cannot start off every day with, man, did you catch the Vegas Golden Showers game? Oh man, did you put the over and the under? Man, I swear, for niggas not to be mathematicians, they know them unders and overs in the sports book. Shit, niggas can be bookies like a motherfucker. But you give a nigga a math problem, he be like, I don't know, man. That part. So it's like, man, we gotta redirect that energy and focus into other shit too. Because we're the main people that be mad at the system and the dominant society, but it's their rules. These are distractions. Case in point, go to the sports book and look see who the fuck is in there. It's a bunch of races in there. But out of those bunch of races, if you did a priority list and see, well, who should really be in here betting and who shouldn't be in here betting, oh, that'll be a whole nother ball game. As I would like to say, I don't particularly go to the sports book and bet because I don't want to put any more mob kids through school or Jewish kids through school or just Anglo-Saxons kids through school. The house always wins. You know, I don't think people understand that gambling is an addiction as well as alcohol. But I digress. And I'm not casting stones and like, oh, Warren. Look, man, let me tell you what my hobby is. Making music, doing this motherfucking podcast and reading books. That's why I redirect my energy. You know, my energy used to be redirected in drinking Bud Light Limes and Hennessy. That's where my energy used to be. Oh, hey man, I gotta give a shout out to the chat room real quick. Hey man, I'm using Logitech 920. That's just for the camera shit. Go pick you up one, man. It's cheap. Hey, I don't hide shit. I don't care, man. You go get one at Best Buy. Them shits is like 30, 40, 50 bucks. Just to answer your question. But back to what I was saying. What do you direct your energy to? Because, you know, we will focus our energy on a lot of shit that don't matter. I'm talking about as a collective. You know, look on Twitter. I see a lot of people fighting the system white supremacy. Tariq Nasheed, Zoe, Corey Holcomb, all them people, man. Dr. Umar Johnson, Dr. Boyce Watkins. You got those people, but we can't just rely on them. See, that's the thing. If you follow these people and you look up to these people and you admire them, you expect them to have all the answers. But they don't have all the answers. Sometimes you can take it upon yourself and look. Like me, I work on a corporate plantation. I watch a lot of fuckery going on. That's why I'm very introverted now and keep my energy to myself. Because I don't even like to give people energy, because I feel like most people in corporate America, they're running a script. It's fake and phony, and if you didn't work with these people, you wouldn't be their friends. How many people do you deal with every day that are not your friends and you have meaningless conversations with them every day? I'm talking about your real friends. How many of us have them? Ones we can depend on. Not motherfuckers that when you fall, they be the main one talking shit about you. That's why it's not good to put your energy into shit that doesn't matter, or energy into people that they do a transfers of energy, and they don't transfer good energy, they transfer negative energy. So you got to be careful of that as well. Appreciate it. Yeah, I know, man. I hate to keep digressing. I'm looking at the chat room because I be forgetting. You know what, though, man? You right. All this, look, let me tell you something. I'm glad you said that a dude, one of the guys in the chat room was talking about, you know, he do a podcast too. We got to check him out. I'm going to check him out. And he said his camera be lagging. Let me tell you something. All this fucking technology be on some bullshit. If you want me to really tell you the truth, I pay all this goddamn money for this clown ass Cox cable internet for all you motherfuckers that live in Las Vegas. That motherfucker shit still be lagging sometimes and shit. And then you pay all this money for this equipment, and there's always some fail-safe bullshit going on that be lagging. What books do I recommend to build wealth? Oh, I did that podcast again, man. But I'll give you one book though. To build wealth, I would say Think Like a Millionaire by Dr. Boyce Watkins. That's a good book, which my nephew still ain't gave me my book back. I would say The Wealth Choice. These are books that I actually read though. The Wealth Choice by Dennis Kimbro. That's a very good book. The Wealth Choice by Dennis Kimbro. Those are very, long term. And that's another good thing to invest your energy into. Because your energy is like, your energy can be directed the way you want it to be directed. So if I were you, whoever's listening to all my people, SoundCloud, if you listening, you watching on YouTube, when you ever watch, hey man, if you making good money, let's just hypothetically say you making $70,000, $80,000 at your job. You making $70,000, $80,000 at your job. Now, this is something that I learned. You making $70,000 at your job? Now, out of $70,000, at least you should be investing, if you could afford it, at least 6 or 7% into your 401k and some mutual funds, or not even mutual funds, just 401k and some stock if your company has stock. Let's say they don't have stock. Let's say you have a pension. So you're like, I ain't got to invest. Already got a pension. Well, then out of that money, you can take that and go buy you some mutual funds. Buy you some CDs, some money market accounts, stuff like that. Just a little bit. You don't got to get you a Roth, get you an IRA. It's not hard. Those are things that I like to put my energy into. Trust me, when I wake up in the morning, matter of fact, what wakes me up in the morning besides my alarm is Robinhood. So all you guys that don't have Robinhood, go get it. You know what I mean? That wakes me up because the stock market is already trading, because we're 3 hours behind them. So it's 6 o'clock here, but it's 9 o'clock there. The market opens at 9 and closes at 1, I think. So just reinvest your energy into things that matter to you. Stop getting so caught up on people's personal lives and their personal business unless it affects you directly. Move forward. If you're dealing with people and they keep talking about the same shit over and over again, especially negative wise, and they don't have nothing outside of that job that you have in common with them, get away from them. Get away from them, especially if it's killing your spirit. You know what kills your spirit and what don't. I did it. Literally, sometimes you gotta just purge yourself of all the negative energy and all the bullshit that corporate America brings along with it, and just people in general. If you have, acquaintances that you think are friends and they call you, those are just acquaintances. But that doesn't necessarily mean you gotta be at their beck and call and listen to all their bullshit problems. And if a motherfucker always calling you with problems, just listen to what they be talking about, what they be on. It's about growth. You gotta grow. And the thing that I've learned the most, I would say in the last couple of years, like reading, is really changed my thought process and my perspective. It really has. And I focus instead of just go to work, come home, and complain. You got to do something about it too. I was like that too. Go home, go to work, come home, drink a Coors Light or a Bud Light Lime, and bitch and complain about the job. And bitch and complain, period. Now, I go to work, I keep my energy to myself, I come home, make some music, read a book, do my podcast. I feel much better, man. I feel much better because my energy is being directed towards things that I like and not things that are toxic to me. And once you start harboring that toxic energy and that negative energy, man, that shit can kill you. That's a fact. It can kill you, and it ain't gonna make you stronger. What makes you stronger is magnetizing people around you that are on that same wavelength that you can vibe with. If you reading and you trying to invest in wealth and you trying to do things to better your financial situation, and everybody that you hanging around, they live life to the fullest and they don't give a fuck about wealth and all that, then get the fuck away from them. Because you've already learned what not to do. You need to learn what to do. Get around people that are investing their money. Don't be a person that's lacking confidence. If you around a person and they got money and you know they invest, ask them. Pick their brain. You know what I mean? You'll be surprised. Most motherfuckers will tell you if you ask them. But if you're around a motherfucker that's just into materialistic stuff and that's where they put their energy, but you more on some, I want to put my money into investment, stock, mutual funds, things like that, because when I get a certain age, I don't want to be working this hard. Then you got to get away from them people too, because there's a lot of people that make good money, but they invest their money into materials. And if they do, that's their prerogative. You got to do what's best for you. Stop worrying about what everybody else thinks. Worry about what matters to you. That brings me to my point. For all the people that are in this world, it should be about love and great energy. But because we're in a capitalistic society in the United States of America, it's about gutting each other like a fish, stepping on a motherfucker's neck to get to where we need to get to so we can floss and be a peacock, as my brother was saying, show our feathers. Because that's what it is. I'm going to tell y'all right now, just from my perspective, if you got money, you could probably fuck a lot of bitches. That's the truth. It's a fact. I'm not going to lie to you. But they're going to siphon your energy, and they're going to siphon that motherfucking money, those units, that currency. You know why they're going to do that? Because that's why they're around. That's why you see a lot of mud duck looking motherfuckers together. Or not mud duck looking motherfuckers, but you'll see a mud duck looking person with a person that you like, damn, that girl look good. And you like, damn, what's she doing with him? Money. So should you discipline, with what I do with my money and who I have around me. I'm very disciplined about that now. Now, I don't want people around me. If you're not bringing positive energy to what the fuck I got going on, and you're not a forward thinker and you don't think outside the box, I'm probably and get a pat on the hat on the head from Massa, my boss. He said I'm a good worker. I can't be around people that need that type of validation at this point, because you evolve and you change. You know, certain people that you used to be cool with, it's not no diss. You grow. You know what I mean? Mentally. And now that I'm older and I'm a little bit wise, I'm like, ooh, man, I can't believe I spent all my energy on trying to get a pat on the head from a motherfucker that don't even give a fuck about my well-being or my family. That's what my focus is. Trying to be the example that I can be, so motherfuckers that come around me, that energy it'll show. They'll be like, damn, that motherfucker's about his business. Battle. God damn, stop doing that. And when I mean stop fighting every other racist battle. Let's focus our energy on us being a team. You know, that's why I had to say that last night. Man, we were so focused on R. Kelly. Man, white people put that shit on. Lifetime. Like, don't know niggas own Lifetime. Don't you think it was convenient to get a whole bunch of black women to talk shit about a black man and demonize black men and make it like we are the super predators that Hillary Clinton was talking about? Y'all gotta look at this shit, man. Don't get around other races and start simping and cooning and buck dancing, and please don't put your energy into that. You're gonna get nothing out of it. I'm telling you, man. Like, I focus on shit like that. You know what? I'ma say it too. I'ma put this out there. It's nothing big. I was just thinking the other day. I remember when I first had Cox internet. I remember when Cox cable was fucking prime cable, as my mom would say. For all you Las Vegans that live out here in Las Vegas. Then they got Cox. Then, you know, Cox was the big thing. Then all of a sudden DirecTV comes out here and Dish. So now it's like they can't fucking nigga over. Well, long story short, I remember when I first got the internet. Oh, it wasn't the meg speed or the megabytes or whatever. It was like 40, or if you had 40 or 50, oh, you got the top speed. You have the best internet. You have the top speed. And then the motherfucker like, oh, okay, yeah. Now, back then, it was 10, 12, 13, 14, 15 years ago. I had Cox Cable. Cox Cable was charging like $40 a month, $30 a month for the top speed internet. Now, these motherfuckers had another charge, I don't know how much, $100-something a month. Oh, and now, of course, now it's, oh, but the speed's even faster. Man, get the fuck out of here, man. See, that's the thing. While we focus, man, DirecTV will give you the cheapest goddamn cable bill on the planet for the first 2 years. And them 2 years go by fast as fuck, because I've had DirecTV for a minute. But after that, shit. Nigga, they want to hit you up for an arm and a leg for some motherfucking cable. And think about it. You work a job 40 hours a week, or depending on if you get overtime or if not. So 40 hours out the week, you're at work. And out of that 40, you know, you're putting your energy into all this other shit, right? So let's just take away the 40. So you got the 40 hours a week, which is 5 days a week, you at work. Okay, so you get home from work or whatever, you turn on the TV, watch TV. Half the time you gotta eat, shit, shower, do all this other shit. So then that limits your TV watching time. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. But they know that people would rather have it than not have it. So they'll jack up the price and you're not even paying attention. Just like Cox Cable, just like everything else. Phone bills too. Sprint, AT&T, all these motherfuckers, it's fuckery. But we don't put our energy into being like, hey, they fucking me over. We put our energy into the things that are placed in front of us. You know what I mean? Oh, I've got the iPhone 8. Sorry, clown, we already came out with the iPhone 15. You're late. Because we don't pay attention to how they're fucking everybody. You know what I mean? We put our energy into things that really don't matter. Even the people that's around us, we give them more energy than they need from us. And they siphon, I call them vampires of energy. They will suck the good energy out of you, and then you be all pissed off and be like, damn, why did I even talk to them? Just like motherfuckers that come to you with their problems and you give good sound, fundamentally sound advice, and these motherfuckers do what the fuck they gonna want to do anyway. I don't give out advice no more about shit. Don't ask me. If you want advice, then it's $25 an hour type shit. Fuck that, man. Got time to be giving niggas advice and they gonna do. They just want to tell you their problems and then going about their way. They don't give a fuck. I've been around motherfuckers like that. I don't give out advice. Do what you want to do. You gonna do it in the end anyway. What software do you use? OBS. OBS is what I use, man. Soul suckers. I like that. I like that, man. That's a good one. Johnny Brown in the chat. Soul suckers. I would use that shit. It's the truth. I'm telling y'all, it's the truth. Man, y'all don't think I've dealt with it? You know how many friends I've had, allegedly friends, that come around and, man, Warren, I'm going through this, and that, and then you give them all this great advice. Not that all your advice is good, but sometimes you give them really good advice. Man, them motherfuckers do what they want to do. I remember a motherfucker called me. I ain't gonna put his name out there. My brother knew who I'm talking about. Man, this motherfucker called me. Hey, man, I want to make beats. And, oh, yeah, man, I'm trying to make money and all sorts of stuff. And I'm like, so here I am like, all right, cool. You don't need to get all this expensive equipment, but you can get this, and this. And I'm like, all right, cool. Man, I ain't heard from that nigga in 9 years. But this motherfucker called me out the blue. Talk about you wanted to make music. This is what people do. They send you on wild goose chases. And then when you be like, oh, you sent me on a wild goose chase, they be laughing and going about their way. Motherfuckers don't care, man. That's that motherfucker that call you out the blue talking about you want to hang out. And then you get all ready and get dressed, and then the motherfucker be like, oh, man, I'm sorry, man. Some shit came up. Now, everybody that's watching and listening, I want y'all to do me a favor. I want you to do me a favor and look through the contacts and see how many people you actually talk to on your phone that are actually your friends. go through your phone. I did it. I be deleting motherfuckers like delete. I don't talk to this person, delete. I'm like Sling Johnson from Black Jesus. I remember he was on the Corey Holcomb show, 5150 show, and Sling Johnson, that was some real shit. He said it in 2015, 3 years ago. He was like, why do niggas want your number? If nigga, I don't even fuck with you. Why you want my number for? Because niggas just want to feel important. I ain't with that shit. If I don't talk to you, you're not in my phone. And if you're not in my phone, don't take it personal. Especially if we don't talk. If you don't converse with a person every day and you don't plan on conversing with them, delete them from your phone. Let's see if you got the balls to do it. I done it. Ask them, how would you fix it if I wasn't around? That's some funny shit. I'm gonna use that. I'm borrowing all y'all shit in here, man. That's a fucking fact. And check this out. You give them all this fundamentally sound advice, and then when you going through a problem, it could be a financial problem, a family problem. Motherfucker, hey man, I gotta go, man. I'm busy. They won't answer their phone. They won't pick up. All this shit. You don't hear from them. They spin you off because everybody think they're a celebrity. Oh, and we're not even gonna add social media to the mix. How we put all our energy into social media, and there's nothing wrong with that. But I just find it quite funny to people that they have all this energy for social media when social media is nothing but an avatar. And a lot of people, they act like celebrities on social media. You know, but then there's a lot of people that just keep it 100. I like the people that just keep 100 and put their little memes up and shit. That shit is actually interesting. I'm just talking about people that, since they got all these fictitious followers, they got 5,000 followers and they only probably know 20 of them. And now they a celebrity. I'm telling you, man. Yeah, man. OBS be tripping, man. All that shit be tripping, bro. Just to add, I'm talking to the chat right now. If you got Cox Cable, then you like me. Social media is social suicide. That's a fucking fact. I'm telling you, y'all. I had Instagram when Instagram first came to Android. When they got hood, I had Instagram because I was working around younger people that had all that social media. So I was like, well, damn, let me get on Instagram. And I already had YouTube. And I used to make fuckery ass videos. I took them down. I only got one video up. And it was a house party at my mom's crib. Other than that, I used to be on social media, on Twitter, and I'm still on Twitter and on Instagram. And one thing that I did notice about a lot of social media, it is suicide, and it's political suicide, because it's all about politics. If everybody like your shit, then everybody wants to pile on and act like they like your shit. They ain't even read it, but they'll act like they like it. That's a fact. And it was hard for me because I'm a tangible nigga. Oh, you got Infinity Cable. Oh, okay, yeah, he must live in LA. If you got Infinity Cable, one of them, or down south, one of them. But that shit is just like Cox Cable. It ain't shit. But anyway, it was different for me because I'm a tangible person. I like to, like, if you, at the time, I felt like if I follow you, I really fuck with you. You the homie, cool. But I started to see that, it was falsified advertisement. It was superficial. And once I started to see that, I just kind of was like, all right, I'm off. And then I just got off of Instagram. I got off Instagram like 2013, and I didn't get back on Instagram till last year, 2018. That's when I got back on there. And when I got back on there, I was still following the same people, and I did a video, try to reach out to people, just say what's up. And when I started my podcast, let people know I was starting my podcast. Man, please. Crickets, I didn't get nothing. And I feel like at this point in my podcast, I'm not just on here talking shit. I'm letting you know the books I read and what to navigate and what to go through. Motherfuckers don't give a fuck. That's just how I go. So what I had to do was be like, you know what? I don't even give a fuck. Y'all want to act like celebrities? Go ahead. But half you niggas, no, I would say 99.999% of the motherfuckers that's on there, besides celebrities and rappers and people that are establishing the game, they broke. They just like me. You working a 9-to-5 job, barely paying your bills, just like I am. Just niggas don't want to keep it 100. And that's a fact. Oh, you in CT? I don't even know where that is. Connecticut? I don't know. That shit is a feed killer for me. I'm in Philly, Sane Network. They are fucking. Thank you. And that's what we need to focus on. Who's fucking us royally? Cox Cable, which it's nothing but Cox Communication. I think they based out of Atlanta. Infinity Cable. What's the fuck? Whatever. That's all fuckery. It's all fuckery. Yeah, I'm gonna have to check out your podcast, man. That's the only time I post when I do my podcast as well. For sure. I gotta check you out. Connecticut, yeah, I gotta check you out, man. I definitely gotta check you out. I don't care. I'll check out anybody's podcast. I don't care. If it's interesting, it's interesting. I check out Urban X. I like their podcast. They shit is dope. See, I like to focus. See, I don't just be on YouTube watching a whole bunch of fuckery shit. I say the most fuckery I watch on YouTube is probably The Breakfast Club. And that's it. And I'm very particular now of what I watch on there, because after that Dame Dash interview, that really woke me up, because Dame Dash let them niggas have it on The Breakfast Club. For real. Dame Dash, y'all need to check him out on YouTube. Nick Cannon, I watch him on YouTube. I watch Zoe Williams. I watch a lot of people on YouTube, man. And then I like to read my books and then go on from there, man. But just make sure you put your energy into what matters most. Yeah, man. Urban X with Black Dot, man, he dope. I think his name is Black Dot, and then the youngster with him, they cold. I love they fucking channel, man, because they be facts, and it's authentic. It's not no production. I don't really like production podcasts on YouTube. Sometimes it just depends on who it is, because if it's a production, to me it seems like a distraction. But I like the raw and uncut podcast. I like the niggas that do it at their crib. I like the niggas that do it in the garage. I fuck with that shit, because that's how I am. I like a real, when it's authentic, it's just a better feel to me. I know, I'm going to check them out. They live right now. Look, that's why I'm about to wrap it up. I'm just all y'all, I am about to start doing more lives. I just be working on music and stuff. But I'm going to start doing lives. I want to go Wednesday, Thursday, and Sunday. And then hopefully I can get my precious co-host back, Nuke. Shout out to my old girl, Nuke. But anyway, man, hey, I'm trying to put my energy into things that matter. So for all y'all, that should be y'all goal. Go through your phone, delete people that don't matter. The people that matter to you, keep them in there, and deal with people that matter to you and will transfer good, positive energy to you. And that's a fact. Promote the good energy, man. Hey, this is Warren G. I appreciate everybody that's been watching. I am going to check out Radio 85, CT Radio 85. I'm going to check out your podcast, nigga. That's a fact. Leave a comment. And I'm going to click on your thing and check out a podcast, man. That's a fact. But anyway, man, this is The Knowledge is Free. Thank you for listening on SoundCloud. Appreciate you watching on YouTube. And I'm going to tell you right now, man. Focus your energy on what matters. Focus it on what matters. And by the way, I got a book. It's a great book, man. Y'all need to check it out. Thoughts Are Things. Check it out. It's a great book. Thoughts Are Things, man. Check it out. I read this book about 1.5 years, 2 years ago. It's a really good book. Almost 3 years ago. Thoughts Are Things. And thoughts are creative. Create positive thoughts and create positive vibes and keep that energy to yourself and don't let nobody take it from you. And that's a fact, man. Because it's real out here, man. Motherfuckers will be a vampire of your energy. And your energy is precious. And why would you want to give that up to anybody? Hey, man, I do this from the bottom of my heart. I don't look like y'all niggas know by now. The people that's been watching, y'all niggas, I ain't cloud chasing. I don't give a fuck about that. You ain't finna see me on here gossiping and man, fuck all that. Fuck that cloud chasing shit. Fuck all that, man. That shit is for the birds. Nigga, I'm finna talk about the experiences that I've been through, and I'm gonna talk about the shit that I've read and how I've been able to push through the negative experiences and turn them into positive. And that's all I'm trying to do. Nigga ain't trying to be on here cloud chasing, and I don't want no 1,000 subscribers and ain't nobody learning shit. Fuck that. And can't nobody learn, I can't learn nothing from nobody. Fuck that. Hey, man, this is the Knowledge is Free podcast, man. It's Warren G in the place to be, man. I appreciate everybody. Hit the bell, subscribe button. I'm out. Peace.